Here to give you an update about the situation that we have now with Premier Padel and the players, and it's actually more or less as close as we can get to a world war. It's not good.
Yeah, no, it doesn't look good.
So to give a context of what this conflict is about between the players and Premier Padel, I asked a friend of us, David Fernandez, who is active in the Players Association, to summarize in 3 bullets what it's all about. And I got this. First of all, democracy. The players, they are really tired of not being involved in many of the decisions. So that's the point 1, or the main thing. And as a second bullet, he said the frustration got to the peak this year when there were some decisions that are making the draw smaller, more double buy for the top seeded players, and this, in the end, players are like pushed down to FIP bronze, silver, gold to protect points because they don't have their slot or their place in the main draw and the qualification. So suddenly there are players with lower ranking that is totally out of the system, and the players that are not the top 4, top 8 couples, they suddenly get forced to play many more tournaments than already a lot of tournaments. And that was the third bullet, to reduce the amount of tournaments to make sure that they can have longer careers, the players.
Yeah.
That's the core. I'm afraid that there is a little bit more behind, but this is the official statement from the PPA, the Players Association.
Yeah, I think the general feeling is that the conditions that they were promised at the beginning, that made them switch from World Padel Tour to Premier Padel, now are disappeared. Yeah. That's the general feeling from the inside. It's like, well, lots of changes, and this is not what we were promised. And that's why the players, you can say if it's the right thing to do or not, but that's what the general feeling that they have in order to act like this.
Yeah, and I heard about striking from P2 already in the beginning of last year.
Yeah.
It has been in chat groups and so on that, okay guys, this P2, we are out, all of us. And they were waiting, and then we need to sign up because of the contract and so on, but now it's out. One thing that I think is interesting is, if I understood it right, it's not the PPA that has like agreed on this strike. It's the players their own.
Yeah, that's what they wanted to make it clear, that it was not the direction of the PPA forcing the players to say no, you don't go. It's like the majority of the players talking together and agreeing on not going. Yeah. And as you said, during many tournaments last season, they were having meetings during the tournaments, because it's the easiest way to gather all together, about this, about how situation was not the best and what to do, how to act, how to push in order to get back those conditions that were promised in the beginning.
And this means that we have the association for the players, PPA, we have the players, and we have Premier Padel. And normally, I mean, the PPA should be for the players and then be in dialogue with the Premier in this case, but it's the players that is doing this against Premier. So the system is not, we can say it's shaky.
Yeah,
in
100%.
And I'm afraid it's not going to be solved in just one meeting or 1 week from now.
No.
It will continue. Innan vi går vidare så vill jag tipsa alla er hallägare om en väldigt stark funktion i kort 22. Det är så att det finns numera någonting som heter intressekollen. Så har ni en idé som ni vill testa i hallen, är det intresse för barnträningar, för ligaspel eller att den här tränaren kommer till hallen, så till alla som har er hall som favorit kan ni skicka ut en intressekoll, och så kan era medlemmar eller spelare ange om de tycker att det här var ett bra förslag eller inte. Så får ni en temperaturcheck på om det här är intressant eller inte att jobba vidare med i hallen. Så intressekollen, testa den.
But on top of everything, I think it's quite sad that because ones losing are the people that want to, the fans that want to go to the tournaments, the promoters, of the sponsors of tournaments, that now in Gijón there was a male tournament, but without top 100 or top 150 players. It means that they have to, I think, pay back most of the tickets. So those are the ones that are really suffering this.
Yeah.
Apart from the players that, of course, they want to do their job, but this the global image that people from outside can take is not good for anyone.
What is the main reason why the females are in and the males are out?
Well, I
is the
think
contract different with
no, and also they suffered the same restrictions. They were getting the same, well, reducing the number of players and everything. But from what I heard is that their way of protesting is in a different. So they want to tell Premier, okay, we're not happy, but we are not leaving you, or we are not fighting against you this way. So they think that they should be taken into consideration, but not doing it that way. So, and that's there's another. So it's a completely different association. So it's IPA, which is only for the girls. That's why it has nothing to do. And that was maybe one of the main reasons why the Premier Padel in Gijón was still going on, because if also the girls were just not playing, I think it would be a different situation.
Then you have to close. So the way to handle this situation is completely different from the different associations.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Any prediction? You're living in the bubble more than I do now.
Yes, I mean the situation is on fire right now because, well, we haven't said that one team is going to Cancun, because the strike or the boycott was gonna keep going on in Cancun as well. But recently we knew that Stupa and LeBron are going. So let's see how this affects in the group, because now we're all together and now at least one team is stepping out of the act of not playing. And they have to play in Miami 100% because P1 is a must for those that have a contract. So let's see. I mean, I really hope that this will lead us to a meeting between the parts that have interest in this and will help to reduce the tension and find solutions, which is something super necessary to still go on with the season, because we have just started.
And on the other hand, there are now players using the situation.
Yeah, yeah. Some of the ones that are not playing are also complaining about this, but it's tricky. I mean, who can blame those players not to play if they are out of this? All this is not their fault actually, and in the end they need to use these chances. So the ones that are going to suffer in the future are not the top ranked players, because their ranking won't move that much, but for those that were getting into the tournaments by very little, now with this new, for example, Curro and his partner that won yesterday, and they earned 600 points each, I think. Yeah. So it's 1,200 total plus their own points. They are, I don't know if they're going to start even in main draw, the next one. So that's huge. That's a big difference for them.
Yeah. So all the tournaments basically they miss the top 100 players and more than that, because I know also players between 100 and 200 that are out too.
Yeah.
So a lot of players missing, meaning that there are ranking points that is easier to get now. And we have two guys from Sweden that is using this to the max.
Yes.
Adam and Simon has done really well in the FIP Bronze in Gothenburg and now FIP Gold in Dubai. And Douglas and Albin, they made their first Premier in P2. Yeah. So right or wrong, it's not their fault that the situation is like that. And in the end, it changes the whole year because of these points.
Yeah, 100%.
So, and it's elite sports, and in the end, you have to be your own best friend, so to say. You will be alone there one day.
Yes, and for instance, for these kind of players, they were not taken into consideration in any decision before.
No.
So they are just doing everything legal. I mean, not my duty to believe if it's wrong or right.
No.
It's others, and well, in the end, as you said, for them it's a big change. It's going to mean having the chance to get into more tournaments in the future.
Yeah. Yeah. Everything that all in all, we can just agree on that this is not good.
Yeah.
It's not good at all, and I'm afraid it's gonna last for a while at least. And that's the update. We don't know more. The players, they don't know more. Obviously, there will be meetings now in Cancun, but the right players, this group that is on boycott, they are not there. So who to discuss with? I don't know.
No, and well, for me, the hot spot is going to be Miami.
Yeah.
Let's see if there's a chance to fix this for once forever.
So let's see in April. Maybe we can have a new update then with
Yes.
you on link.
Yeah, 100%.
Good.
100%.
Okay, but what are all the top players doing right now?
Training, enjoying life.
Okay, so they're not competing?
No, they don't play.
No.
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
Really?
Training and complaining.
Yes. Well, they will have to travel a lot during the year, so I don't think they care that much not to go to Cancun, although it's a good destination.
Yeah.